Grand Rising to all my investors, self, man. Thank y'all for coming through on this Monday, another Monday, man. Listening to another entrepreneurial conversation episode. Thank y'all. If y'all haven't already, listen to the last two episodes. Definitely go back, listen to that. That's why, before I get started, that's why you got to subscribe to the show. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified when new episode drop. And also smash on that like button so algorithm know we dropping real content over here. So today, guys, we're going to have a great show today. Today's topic we're going to be talking about is handling adversity that tests your greatness. So this is very important, man, especially for my entrepreneurs out there, especially new ones that's in the game in the early stages. You really trying to get your business off the ground, trying to get your brand off the ground. Yes, you're going to face adversity. Adversity going to happen, but it's the way you go about handling your adversity. See, a lot of times people try to handle adversity by trying to avoid it, try to go around it. But at the end of the day, it's like pressure. It's gonna you can't hold it down because it's gonna continue to come back up. So it's no way around adversity. You got to face it head on, go through it, and come out successful on the other side of adversity. That's how you be able to handle it. See, I'm gonna use Shedeur Sanders as example because if you follow football, if you watch sports, some people may not be a sports enthusiast, but they may catch it every now and then. So you might know what's going on. We all know Shedeur Sanders, right? You know, the son of the Hall of Famer, nickname Prime Time. You know who he is, Deion Sanders, right? So Shedeur Sanders, people don't like him because of who his father is, right? They feel the same way they feel about Deion. They feel about his son. They feel like Shedeur, he's too confident in himself. They feel like he's too flamboyant, flashy. He flaunting his jewelry. And, you know, people try to look down on him and try to penalize because the disdain and dislike for his father, right? His father, right? I don't want to get off into that because I don't want the conversation to steer somewhere else, right? But what I'm saying is, Deion Sanders, right, ever since Shedeur was coming up, right, he had prepared him for that quarterback position. He's been his coach all the way up to college and what have you. So he really was there for his son, be able to teach him, show him, right? Obviously, you know, Deion wasn't a quarterback. He had other, he probably had quarterback coaches and other coaches helping him with Shedeur, teaching him that quarterback position. And Shedeur, he's going to be great. You cannot hold his greatness down. He's been playing that position ever since he was little, right? And if you watch Shedeur, like, I don't know how many people, because I never seen him in high school play, but far as college, we all that watch his sports, we seen Shedeur play. And the way Shedeur play, you know, he possessed nothing but greatness in him. The way he plays smart, he plays poised and what have you. He may not be like the rest of these quarterbacks that you see that's running, that more of running quarterbacks. He's more of a pocket passer. I think Tom Brady is one of his favorite quarterbacks. One of his favorite quarterbacks, or if it's his favorite one, or what have you, right? So the thing about it is, I think he's trying to model himself a little bit after Tom Brady. He want to become that pocket passer rather than be seen as a running quarterback or what have you, right? So ever since draft night, you know, they tried to break Shedeur, right? Through the draft. They try to break him in so many ways, right? So throughout that whole draft process, they had Shedeur at one point, I think, in the top three, going within the top three. Maybe some of them had him going number one, right? Then draft night come. You know, you had some people to say he might get picked between top 5 or top 7 pick and what have you. But turns out he didn't get picked into the 5th round. No one seen this coming because everybody projected him to go be off the board within the top 10 pick and what have you. So nobody seen that he's going to slide that far, right? Then when he didn't get drafted within the top 10, people were still like he's going to get drafted probably in the later first round or early second round, right? So everybody knew what was going on. So they basically try to break Shador, penalize him because of who his father is and somewhat of who he is and how they think about him. And Shador is nothing but a good kid. He never been in trouble, never had off-field problems and what have you, right? He never disrespected any of his players. He shows the vets respect, Hall of Famers, players that's played before him, show them respect. He shows the game of football respect. So he's always been a respectful guy. But at the end of the day, that's still not enough to people that don't like him, right? So it's all. Let me say this too. It always helps when you have a strong supporting cast around you. See, Shador got his father, he got his mother, he got his brothers, he got his sisters, he got his friends. So he had people around him who love him, that's going to uplift him, going to keep him in good spirits, just like Shiloh. During that night, Shiloh cracking little jokes, just the ease the moment. You know what I'm saying, to help ease his brother mind if he was going through anything, just to help him face the adversity and help him make it through it, right? So he ended up getting drafted by the Browns. And within that, I think it was the second day, he had a prank call saying that he was going to be drafted. It turned out to be a prank call. So little things like that, man, he had to face, right? So now, as he get drafted by the Browns, he's been doing good in this summer workouts, whatever they call it in football. He's been doing good. OTAs, I think they might call them. He's been doing great, right? But you still have hit pieces out there to try to make him look bad, saying, the other quarterback, the other young quarterback that they have is outplaying him and performing him, the other quarterbacks and this and that. So, but at the end of the day, we know that's completely lie because Shador been having an excellent summer camp right now, been doing great, right? So it come out, I think, a couple of days ago where they's going to have Shador, saying Shador is going to be the fourth string quarterback. Then I think a day or two after that, they said, well, on Friday, they play their first preseason game. Shador going to start with the first string. And I guess either today or tomorrow, he's going to do reps with the first string, which that right there alone is going to be adversity that Shador is going to face. But the person Shador is, the way he carries himself, because this nickname Deion them gave him is grown, because the definition that Deion gave, the reason why he said he gave him that name is because the way how he was so mature for his age, to be a teenager and be mature like he is, to think like he is, to be poised like he is. He's almost like a grown man in a teenager's body and what have you. That's the mindset that he has, right? So by having that type of mindset, that definitely helps Shador get through any adversity that he's going to face. Because at the end of the day, I think the Browns owner came out in a press conference saying, well, he didn't pick Shador. So when you knowing that this organization that you're playing for really didn't want you on the team and what have you, right? So now they throw you in there to start first in the preseason game when you were named as the fourth string quarterback. Now you only getting a day or two reps with the first string. That's right there, long line. You can look at it as a sabotaging, right? Because now in back of Shador's mind, he could be thinking like, okay, now I'm going to have to really get a cohesiveness down or some chemistry down real quick with the first string within these days, 1-2 days that they gave me, right? So he know people going to tune in tomorrow. You're going to have some people tune in because they like Shador. They want to see him do great. Then you got a other group want to tune in just to want to see him do bad, hoping he do bad, so they can create content, hit pieces, and what have you. So he has to face the adversity of, I have to come out here and within this little minute, because I don't know how long they're going to give him to play. Sometimes they give the rookies Like they may let him get a quarter, or they may let him get the first half. But what happened? However long they gonna give Shador, he know he had to come out here and perform because he know people gonna want to see him fail and what have you, right? So the adversity that Shador is facing, since he's already been prepared for this moment because he have a father like Dion who prepared him for this moment, who instilled in him and showed him how to face adversity, how to stand there and go through it so you can come out on the other end successful. That's why I say Shador he has a mindset already of a mature mindset. He's already poised to where nothing really rattles him, nothing really shakes him. So that's going to help him in the long run to face adversity. And that's what when especially that's what I want to say about Shador. You know, the way he carry himself, the way he is as a person, that's going to help him face adversity because he has greatness. Shador has greatness. So that's going to be my segue into the topic for today because this goes along with entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs, especially you coming into the field of entrepreneurship, you fairly new to it, you're going to face adversity, right? Like Shador, he's coming into the season as a rookie. It's going to be adversity there because it's going to be all eyes on him. Some people say he's not good. Some people are already saying he's going to fail. So this is just like entrepreneurs. You stepping in, you really don't have an idea of entrepreneurship. You trying to find, ways, ideas on how to build your business, how to build your brand. So that's why you might have to reach out to mentors, get a course to get the understanding on how to build content, marketing, and do other things that's going to help your business grow, right? So as a entrepreneur, you're going to face adversity. You're going to face the naysayers. You're going to face the people that say you're wasting your time, right? You're going to have challenges, different noise that's going on, that's going to go on around you while you're on your entrepreneurial journey that's going to test you. It's going to test your greatness. We all have greatness, but it's up to those individuals who know how to tap into their greatness. See, a lot of times, a lot of people don't know how to tap into the greatness that they have already. So I have a couple things on this list right here, right? Hopefully, if you're an entrepreneur, you're going through adversity right now. If one of these things, two of these things, three of these things, or everything on this list help you out, man, I'm happy for it, right? Because this is what I want, use these entrepreneur conversation episodes to help entrepreneurs out, help myself, because these are the things that I use to help myself out because I'm still at the same point that y'all at. So hopefully the things that I researched, the things that I found, hopefully this can be something that can help you out too, right? So the first thing on the list is turn pressure into purpose, right? You want to use your adversity as fuel because the thing about it is you want to let the challenges that you go through, you want to use that to sharpen your vision instead of letting it cloud it. Because a lot of times we go through challenges, we let it cloud our vision. Steady sharpen it. So sharpening basically, you getting an understanding of what's going on, right? Then the faster you get to understanding the challenges that you're going through is it's going to be quicker for you to be able to get through it and be able to understand it. So you will eliminate that problem of happening again, right? You got to understand, you got to use every setback that you have as an entrepreneur. You're going to use that as a reminder to why you started your entrepreneurial journey, right? Because a lot of us started entrepreneurship because we want to build wealth for ourselves, right? We want to be able to put our family in a best financial place as possible, financial freedom, right? We want to be able to help others around us, put others in positions to win and what have you. So let that setback be a reminder of why you're doing this, right? So use your adversity as fuel to help sharpen any challenges that you're going through, help sharpen your vision, right? Steady clouding it, right? Turn pressure into purpose. So everybody take, have their own definition of what pressure is, you know. So as an individual entrepreneur, whatever you see your pressure as, what you going through, and you define it as your pressure, that's what it is. But let that be your fuel to be able to continue to sharpen your vision, to use your setbacks as a reminder of why you started as an entrepreneur. So turn your pressure into purpose of why I am doing this for. This is why I'm an entrepreneur for. I'm not going to let anything stop me, right? I ain't going to let nothing cloud my vision, because I need to be able to see where I'm going so I can be able to build or create that idea that I'm going to use to help people around me, put myself in a better financial spot, build wealth, long-term wealth for my family and what have you, right? The next thing on my list is reset and don't repeat, right? So sometimes, we get mentally fatigued, we get burnt out, we get overwhelmed, right? And that's going to happen as an entrepreneur, right? Because you putting your all to it. We get burnt. We humans, right? We go through things. Sometimes we get burnt out. We get tired, mentally fatigued. We have a just a mental funk going on, right? And like I said, sometimes you get overwhelmed because there's a lot of things you have to get done. There's a lot of things you got to do. If you are going through that, this is the time that you take a break. This is what you want to do. You want to take a break and don't give up. You're not giving up. Go on a mini vacation, take a day or two off, right? Go do something that's going to help get you recharged, going to charge you mentally, right? Get you rejuvenated again, get that mental clarity, because sometimes that's what people do. That's why you have writers, they call what, writer's block. Sometimes if you are a writer, and this is what you do as an entrepreneur, some people get writer blocks, right? So they might go and travel somewhere else so they can help them unlock that. So they can be able to get a clear vision. They can be able to clear their mind, get a clear understanding of what's going on, right? And that's what you need sometimes, right? You need to be able to, pause a little bit, pause for a second, get realigned again, get rebalanced again, get rejuvenated again, get your mind mentally right, because your mental health is everything, right? You want to make sure mentally you are ready, because it's all about creating. You want to be able to create. You want to be able to put yourself as an entrepreneur, you want to be able to put yourself in the right position so you can be able to create. Your creativity is everything, right? Then you'll be able to push forward with clarity. And that's the thing about it. You want to have mental clarity. You want to be able to keep your mind clear, and you want to be able to have clarity to what you are doing as an entrepreneur. So sometimes you want to make sure you get that mental break. Sometimes you want to take a pause. Don't give up. Just take a pause so you can be able to clear yourself mentally, so you can be able to get back focused again, realign yourself, so you can be able to be able to move in a more of a strategic way with clarity and what have you. So hit the reset button, but don't retreat. Hit the reset button, but don't retreat. Retreat is like giving up. Don't retreat. Just hit the reset button so you can be able to get yourself rejuvenated mentally, right? Next thing on the list is double down on discipline, right? And double down on your discipline, basically, as entrepreneurs, right? Sometimes entrepreneurs think because you're on your entrepreneur journey, things around you just going to pause. No, it's going to be trials and tribulations. It's going to be, while you're on your entrepreneur journey, it's going to be things that's going to go on around you. It's going to be chaotic and what have you. You know what I'm saying? Because you still got your family life. You still got things going on within your family, right? You got things going on with your bills. You might be a part-time entrepreneur, things going on with your job, things chaotic at your job. So it's going to be things that's going to go on. But at the same time, the routine that you already built as an entrepreneur, you want to use that as an anchor to keep you moving forward, right? Because like I said, things that's going on, the noise that's going on outside that path that you're on as an entrepreneur can sometimes make you steer off your path, right? But If you keep your routine as your anchor, that's going to keep you on that path. It's going to keep you. It don't matter what noise is going on, you still going to be moving forward, because as an entrepreneur you have to move forward, right? You got to continue to move, because you allow anything to stop you from moving forward, that can hinder your progress, right? So if you use your routine that you already created, you know what I'm saying, as your anchor, that's going to help you stay focused. That's going to help you, your vision. It's going to help you keep your vision clear, right? Especially you need a clear vision while you're on your path, right? Stick to your habits. The good habits that you already built up, stick to them, right? Because you don't want to allow yourself to start creating bad habits, because a lot of times we allow bad habits to overshadow the good habits that we already built, right? So stick to your habits. Let your routine be the anchor, and stick to your routine and keep your good habits that you already created for yourself. And that's going to help you guys. That's going to help you in the long run. So double down on your discipline. When things get noisy around your entrepreneurial journey, double down on your discipline. Let your routine become your anchor, and stick to your good habits that you already created for yourself, right? Very important. So the next thing on the list is outgrow the obstacles, right? So outgrowing the obstacles is you want to focus on your self growth, right? Because like I said, man, a lot of times if you stop growing, then you're gonna become stagnant. You're supposed to become a better version of yourself each year. Continue to work on yourself. Continue with self. And the way you can work on your self growth, is you have books out there that you can read, right? That can give you information, can help you grow, right? You have mentors out there that can give you the information that you need, that can steer you in the right direction, give you the learning, give you the tools and what have you, right? You have things that you watch, right? Can help you grow, because it's like growing a flower, man. Whatever, like, you got to put the right ingredients in the flower. You got to water your flower. You got to make sure it gets sunlight. That's how you are. You're like a flower. Whatever you put into yourself as an entrepreneur, if it's the wrong stuff that's go against you growing as an entrepreneur, you're not going to grow. But if you put all the right ingredients inside yourself as an entrepreneur, you're going to see yourself flourish as an entrepreneur. You're going to start thinking clear, because whatever you put in your mental, right, you're going to start displaying it as an action. So you want to make sure you're putting the right things in yourself as an entrepreneur, right? So outgrowing obstacles, right? Make the problems that's happening, make them to smaller ones, when it comes to comparison to what you're becoming, because you as an entrepreneur, you want to become, you are becoming into someone who's trying to hone into creating something that's going to help you be successful. Whatever you're looking to get out of as being an entrepreneur, that's what it's going to be. So you want to focus on your self growth. Make sure you get, like I said, you got books out there. Make sure you reading the right books. Reading books that's going to add the fuel that you need. Putting the right people around you, getting the right mentor, right? Watching the right things, listening to the right things. That's going to help you grow as an entrepreneur. And so that's very important. See, a lot of times we do the things that work against us and not doing the things that's going to work for us. So that's very important to understand that, guys. Outgrow the obstacle, right? Next thing on the list is find fire in feedback. See, finding fire and feedback is, let the criticism, let the setbacks, right? Let that be something that you can use to sharpen your skills, right? Because a lot of times, man, we take criticism as a bad thing. No, it's not, right? People going to criticize you for certain things. People can critique you for certain things, but at the end of the day, you want to use them things to fuel you to become the better you, right? Don't let that soften your ambition, right? Stay within your ambition, because the criticism that you receive, you might get criticized for. Say, for instance, you have a podcast, right? Some people might say, Well, you need to learn how to get to the point quicker. You need to learn how to articulate clearer so we can get an understanding. So it's going to be different things, but those are the type of things that you need that's going to make you a better podcaster. That's going to make you bring out the best to where now you producing better episodes that people want to come and listen to because they know they're going to get something that they can understand, something that's of great product, right? So you definitely want to take criticism and use that to sharpen your skills, right? Setbacks, right? You want to use setbacks to sharpen your skill. You want to get an understanding from the setback. Okay, this is what I can do different. This is what I need to learn. This is what I need to go and get so I can add this to my arsenal so it can help me as an entrepreneur, right? So let your setbacks and your the criticism that you receive from people, let that be your fuel. Because a lot of times, we wear our heart on our sleeve. We don't want people to criticize us for what we have created, right? We have this idea and we thinking this idea is something that everybody gonna love, but now you're getting criticized. You get a criticism for the idea, or you getting critique for the idea. But don't take it to heart, especially if it's worthy criticism and critique that's and still respectful. That's one thing. Now, if it's like criticism that's more of a line of disrespect, of hate, then that's another thing. But at the same time, you still don't allow that to stop you, right? You always want to stay within your ambition. You want to stay in ambition about what you're doing, right? But you just want to use them things to be able to sharpen your skills. And that's very, very, very important. Use feedback. You want to make sure you use find the fire in feedback, right? And that's very important. You definitely want to get feedback because feedback, that's why people have reviews on their site. When you buy a product from people, they have a feedback or service. They might send you a link to ask for your feedback because people need that so they can get better. Because if no one's giving you feedback, then you might be doing something that's not good, but you're not getting the feedback that's going to help you get better, right? Or sharpen your skills and what have you, right? It's very important. So the next thing on the list is keep a wins journal. It's very important to keep a wins journal for the simple fact is you want to have that reference point, right? You want to have something that you can remember past victories because sometimes, like I said, as an entrepreneur, things can get rough, right? For you to where you feeling like things is not going in your direction. You're not seeing the results that you thought you was going to see, right? You might be in the middle of a storm as an entrepreneur, as far as things going on around you, right? Chaos going on around you. Is nothing going right and what have you. But when you got that reference point where you got a journal full of wins and you got that, you can go back and look at, and that give you that reminder that okay, I'm already built to survive through this storm of what's going on, right? And I'm already succeeded because as I go back and look at these past wins, I won before. I know how to win, right? So sometimes we see, like I tell people, sometimes your past victories, past things that you succeeded in, past things that you was able to build and be successful at, those are the things that can give you that reminder to give you that understanding like I can do this. I can succeed. I can be successful. I've done it before. I can do it again. I have proof right here, right? So keep journey of your wins, and that's going to make you. It's going to even make you want to get more wins. It's going to motivate you. Going to keep you going and what have you. So that's very important. Another thing on the list is shift your conversation with yourself. That's very important to understand that shift the conversation because a lot of times we don't know how to conversate to ourselves. There's a lot of times we say all the wrong things that don't motivate us at all, right? So don't say why me, right? A lot of times we say why me, I can't, and what have you. Those are not the things that you need to help you grow, right? Steady saying why me, right? Replace the why me with what is this preparing me for? Whatever you're going through, what is this preparing me for? Right? Ask yourself questions. Talk to yourself because it's nothing wrong with talking to yourself. I know some people say, well, only crazy people talk to yourself. Well, I'm crazy then because talking to yourself will help build that confidence that you need, that will motivate you, right? That's why I say, man, words of affirmation is very key, right? Words of affirmation go a long way. You can change up your affirmations every day, right? Um, but if you want to use the same affirmations to say every day to yourself, but wake up every day, look in the mirror, speak your words of affirmation, because whatever you put in your subconscious mind is going to get you going in the right direction for that day. The way you start that day off is the way you're going to finish it. You want to start your day off on a positive note, so that's going to help you be motivated, help you keep going, help you doing all the things that you want to do to be successful, right? Speak them words of affirmation. What's that song? I forgot what the person that rapping. Hype me up. I hype me up. You got to be your biggest cheerleader. You got to hype yourself up. You can't sit and wait for somebody else to hype you up because it's not going to happen. Hype yourself up. Be your biggest cheerleader. Be in love with yourself, right? Love who you are, right? Speak your words of affirmation, right? Talk to yourself, right? Tell yourself, I'm built for this, right? I can do this, right? What is this preparing me for? These are all the things. Learn how to talk to yourself. Like the young kids lingo. I seen somewhere where these two athletes, these two girls were athletes, right? I think they college players. And she was telling her teammate, talk to me nice. And I'm looking like, man, they must be getting into it something. But when I realized what was going on, this is what the kids say now, because it's like, talk to me nice, keep talking to me, keep motivating me, keep feeding me that ingredients that I need to bring that dog out of me. Give me those words of affirmation. Come on, talk to me nice. Talk to me, keep on. And that's what you need, right? Sometimes you might need somebody like that, right? Talk to me nice. So this is what you having that conversation with yourself. Talk to me nice. Continue feeding yourself the words that you need to get you going, to empower you, to motivate you, right? To help you grow. You know, words of affirmation go a long way. The way you talk to yourself, the way you treat yourself is going to help you in the long run, right? So learn how to talk to yourself. Learn how to give yourself the words that you need to be able to grow and what have you. So shift the conversation with yourself. Learn how to shift the conversation with yourself is very important. Next thing on the list is channel pain into projects, right? You definitely want to channel your pain into projects, right? Create something, content. If you want to create content where it's quotes, um, quotes, content, video content, but create some content that's going to shift that pain into projects that may help others. That's as you helping others, you helping yourself through the adversity of pain that you're going through, right? It's very important. Add product ideas, right? A lot of times people create words, get shirts and put quotes on them, right? Put your quotes on them, your words on them, words of affirmation, whatever you want to do, whatever your product idea is to help you channel that pain into projects that can, it's not only helping you, but helping others. That goes a long way. You know, if you want to create a new system for yourself, right? Around you as an entrepreneur, you know, a new system to where you putting people around you that's going to help take you to that next level. People that's going to give you that critique, that criticism, going to give you what you need to help you become a better entrepreneur. Put a system that's going to help you with your ideas, help you grow and what have you, whatever you're doing. But you want to use your adversity as creative energy and not destructive weight. So let me say that again, man. That's a bar right there. Use adversity as creative energy and not destructive weight. So the destructive weight, a lot of times we use adversity as destructive weight, and we wonder why we become stagnant as entrepreneurs, because that's like an anchor holding you down. But once you start learning how to use that adversity as creative energy, just like I said, producing content, product ideas, new system, you start turning that to creative energy. That's like cutting that anchor off, and now you floating back up to the top. And now you get once you float back up to the top, you went through the adversity. Now you come out successful. You ready to go, right? So once again, use adversity as creative energy and not a destructive weight. So don't allow adversity to weight you down and become destructive because now it got you double guessing, rethinking everything that you're doing, and now you doubting yourself, all the things that's going to go against you being able to create. But you got to understand your creativity is your currency. So as an entrepreneur, remember that your creativity is your currency, right? So channel your pain into projects, man. Don't allow it become a destructive weight to what you got going on as an entrepreneur. So the last thing on the list is walk with the giants, and basically, surround yourself with mentors, surround yourself with people who are visionaries, surround yourself with a supporting cast that's going to help you grow and be able to bring that greatness out of you, right? You want to, like I said, mentors. You got people, entrepreneurs who are successful entrepreneurs, still paying for a mentor every month. You know what I'm saying? Or they might have a mentor that they don't pay at all. They just there to help mentor them, right? Because the thing about a mentor can help you because they already been through the grind. They already know the bumps in the road. So they there to help you avoid the bumps in the road, tell you where the bump in the roads are or trials and tribulations so they can help you get through it. The things that they had to face, they can help you move around them because they already been through it, right? So walk with the giants, walk with people within the circle of people who you can sharpen your skills with, right? People who can teach you, people who want to see you win. That's why it goes back to what I said about Shedeur Sanders, right? Shedeur Sanders have excellent supporting cast of people that's going to help him make it through adversity. That's going to help him stay focused, right? Like I said, he has a father who's been there, who been through the grind, who can tell him what to avoid, what not to do, what to do, and what have you. He has his mom, right? He have his brothers, and he has his sisters, he have his friends. I don't know if he have a significant other, but at the same time, he has a strong supporting cast of people that's going to help him, right? That's going to help him sharpen his skills, give him the understanding, right? To keep him encouraged, right? So that's what you want to do, man. Walk with people who already been through the grind as an entrepreneur, who's successful, who can show you the way and what have you. And also visionaries, people, you might have a vision for your idea, but you might have somebody who have a better vision, right? That can take your idea to the next level to where you didn't even see it that way, right? So it's good to have different perspective of an idea, right? Your perspective of idea, not saying it's bad, but somebody that's a visionary might have a perspective that can take it to the next level. So that's what's very important, guys. So, man, thank y'all, man, once again for tuning in to an entrepreneur conversation for this Monday. Hopefully y'all got something for the show. Like I said, man, if you're an entrepreneur out there going through adversity, if one thing on this list helped you out, I'm happy. If all of it helped you out, I'm happy. If 2 or 3 things on this list helped you out, I'm happy because I know I did my job, right? So that's why I said, man, it's so important for y'all get up in that comment section, burn that comment section down with any questions, with any ideas. This is what we here for. We conversing as entrepreneurs or people that's thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, or people just want to come in, tune in and listen to some great conversation. You're more than welcome. Get into the comment section, man, because I like to answer comments. I like to, get my feedback. I like to look at feedback. So this is what it's here for, guys, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. Like I said before, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified when a new episode drop. And also smash on the like button so the algorithm know we dropping real content over here, guys. Man, I'll be back every Monday, man. We dropping a new episode. And also, man, Invest Brand, we definitely coming back and working on the site now. So we will be back. Invest Brand will be back with some merch. So for my entrepreneur with the motivational gear, we here, man. We're gonna finish out 2025 strong, heading into 2026, man. We doing this. But other than that, guys, man, thank y'all to all my investors of self. That's what we call over here in my community. We call ourselves investors of self. Y'all see the hat back there, investor of self. Thank you, guys, man. Yep.